Beautiful Spurs family, we have got a special guest tonight. Give it up for fans' best friend, the best in the business, the Cantera!
Yeah. of talent that doesn't just fill out rosters, it completes them.
The path was not always destined.
When I was young, for me it was always just a dream. You know, far away thing. I never really thought it would be possible.
It had to be found.
All the work that I was doing was showing off.
It had to be earned. This path was forged uniquely as your own. So what you got? How about all the above? Points not only to change the game, but to transform a franchise. I've been in your shoes. And one thing I know is that this is only the beginning. Your new path starts tonight at the 2025 NBA Draft.
Thank you, AD. They've waited their whole lives for this moment, and tonight they dress like they belong in it, with swagger tailored for the spotlight. Of course, there's Ace Bailey, and then there's Cooper Flag, understated and cool, even with the weight of tonight. It's all part of a celebratory evening where this has been years in the making. As we welcome you to the 2025 NBA Draft, presented by State Farm, alongside basketball analyst Jay Lewis, 2008 champ and 2003 round pick Kevin Perkins, do-it-all analyst Andrea Carter. I'm Malika Andrews. We're so looking forward to this evening and spending it with you. The draft, it is about to formally begin. So what do you say to get the festivities started? Let's send it over to Commissioner Adam Silver, who's approaching the podium.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2025 NBA Draft. From big cities to small towns, basketball is played and followed everywhere. And during the finals, the very best basketball was played in the heartland of America. Yesterday, 500,000 people in a city of 700,000 turned out in Oklahoma City for the Thunder's championship parade. That was yet another amazing example of how sports can evoke enormous passion and bring people together. The Thunder were the second youngest championship team in NBA history. But what they lacked in experience, they more than made up for in unselfish play and a team-first mentality. 7 years ago, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the league's MVP, scoring champion, and finals MVP, walked across this stage as the 11th pick in the draft. He and his teammates spent countless hours in the gym, watching film and pushing themselves to be the very best. Which of the players drafted tonight will be the next key piece of a championship team? With 7 different champions over the past 7 years, welcome to a new era of NBA basketball, where every team has a shot. Which team will emerge as next season's champion? The competition begins tonight, so let's get started. The first pick in the 2025 NBA Draft belongs to the Dallas Mavericks, who have 5 minutes to make their selection.
Commissioner, thank you. The Dallas Mavericks, impossibly, they are on the clock officially with the #1 pick. Let's take a look at the Connection section. It's brought to you by AT&T. These recruited fans, they came to support the hopeful #1 draft pick. You can see the excitement there that they have being inside Barclays Center as they're about to watch these young men step across this stage and into the NBA. But it's been quite the season for the Dallas Mavericks. They miraculously jumped 10 spots. That's tied for the most by a lottery winner since the Magic in 1993. It was a little bit of a turbulent season. Here's how we got it.
Obviously, we don't win finals, but we did have a hell of a season.
The Mavericks are trading Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis.
The most stunning trade in NBA history. I didn't know that it was important to the fan base. I didn't quite to that level.
He's a man full of emotions tonight. 45 Doncic. Luka lunacy returns here to Dallas. #1 pick, Dallas Mavericks.
With the first pick.
We get to take a peek now inside the Dallas draft headquarters. They look pretty happy here, Mark. This is not a place maybe they thought they would be. The odds were stacked against them. We are pretty sure, pretty certain who they're circling with this pick. But the state of Dallas, at this point, this franchise and this organization, they're expecting Cooper Flag to come in and make an immediate impact because they have playoff expectations.
Absolutely, and he will. They're a legit title contender, and we're adding a generational player like Cooper Flag with what they already have, and the Kyrie Irving who's going to be back. Like Anthony Davis, who's a two-way player, one of the best two-way players in the game, to be a top 10 power forward of all time. We'll get into that later, but you have the front court with Lively and Gafford, and then you add this man. They're legit title contenders, and they got some to look forward to, some belief in the future, which they didn't at first, especially after they traded Luka Doncic, and then all of a sudden those Bulls turned into cheers.
Well, that's what Nico Harrison and this Dallas franchise are banking on. The draft, they're banking on the youngest player in this draft class, the pride of Pine Tree State, Cooper Flag. He's been shaped by his upbringing, really into the main man here. Cooper calls Newport, Maine home. It's a small town half an hour outside of Bangor with a population of just 3,133 people. That is where he led the Oakland High School basketball team to the Class A state championship in 2022, winning alongside his brothers, Ace and Hunter, also in 2022. He became the first freshman to be named Maine Gatorade Player of the Year. His mom, a local legend in her own right, she played basketball for the University of Maine in the 90s and was teammates with Stacy, the late mother of Laser Center Jonathan Klingen. Basketball runs in the family. Ace is committed to playing with the Buccaneers this upcoming season, and once drafted, Cooper will become just the second player drafted from the state of Maine, joining Jeff Turner from Bangor, who was drafted in 1984 by the New Jersey Nets. This is a city and a state that has shaped him, and Marty Smith is there.
Welcome to Flag Day in Newport, Maine, where in just a few moments, as the clock winds down, anticipation is building. This community is so proud, not just of the athlete, but of the young man, of the character, of the hard work, of the humility that he exemplifies, that they know he learned right here in Newport. I spoke to his principal, Mary Netto, at Nokomis High School, and she told me that Cooper has completely rewritten reality for kids all over this state. They're watching one of their own, one of them, achieve the ultimate dream of flying highest atop the NBA draft tonight, right now. Let's go!
Marty, I don't know how you can't smile when you're watching that scene, that Save That City. This is Cooper's high school in Newport, Maine, watching and waiting for the moment that really is just seconds away at this point, Jay. Cooper is such a tremendous person and even more in some ways tremendous talent.
Yeah, I think who he is as a person matches his talent, which is considerable. And you know, it's interesting with Marty Smith in Maine right now. I was there earlier this week for something different. It was a charity event, but when I was walking down the street, it was amazing how many everybody wanted to talk about Cooper Flag, to the point where if Taylor Swift and Beyonce were walking down the street street, and Cooper was behind them. People would knock them down to get him. That's how popular he is. It's really incredible.
Well, the thing is, too, he's so humble. He doesn't like a ton of attention. He really just wants to go out and move. My favorite thing about Cooper Flag on the court is even if he's not operating on the offensive end, he can affect winning in so many other ways. Rebounding, finding his teammates, getting defensive stops. It's not just his scoring. He makes winning plays in every aspect of the game. This is the moment that Newport is waiting for. This has been the moment that Dallas is waiting for. The pick is officially in. Let's send it back to the podium and Commissioner Adams.
With the first pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Cooper Flag from Duke University.
There's such a purity to this moment. A young man from Newport, Maine, sharing his childhood dream, realized with his mother Kelly, a 1,000-point scorer in her own right. His father Ralph, who also played collegiate ball, his twin brother Ace, and now Dallas, a franchise whose era is defined by two names: Dirk Nowitzki, who lifted a championship in 2011, and more recently Luka Doncic. But this past season, Dallas made a shocking overhaul, trading away Luka, missing the playoffs a year after making the finals. But tonight marks the beginning of something new. Look at his city representing for him. They had just a 1.8% chance, Dallas did, to land this pick, and yet here they are with the main event. Cooper Flag, who Jay Billis, you have called the greatest Duke freshman ever. That's really saying something as he picks up his cap, and that's his moment with the commissioner. We're talking about Zion. We're talking about Jason Tatum. We're talking about Kyrie. What sets Cooper apart?
Yeah, Grant Hill as well. What sets him apart is he plays at both ends of the floor. He's equally as impactful as a defender as he is as an offensive player. He's a complete basketball player. A guy who can be a playmaker at both ends, elite in transition as a finisher, an elite defender, and he's an improved shooter. Early on in his career at Duke, people were questioning his perimeter shot, but in ACC play, he knocked down 44% of his three-point attempts and averaged over 21 points per game. In transition, he is truly outstanding. He's got vision as a passer, but he can also take it to the rack and finish above the rim and do it through contact. But his level as a competitor is something that's rarely seen, in my view, for an 18-year-old kid. He makes the right play. His goal isn't to get 25 in the game. His goal is to make the right play right now. An elite competitor that never backs down from a challenge. He knew what he was getting into when he went to Duke as the #1 recruit in the country, and he wanted to be Naismith Player of the Year, National Player of the Year. Makes blocks above the rim, gets steals and deflections, can guard literally 1 through 5. And every challenge he responded to, but he's also a great teammate, to Andrea's point. But take a look at this against Pitt on January 2nd. Everybody remembers the steal and dunk he made, but the play before he just picked up his third foul early in the second half. A lot of guys would back off, but not him. Guarding in the post, he gets around in front and then takes it the other way for this iconic replay that we saw over and over again on SportsCenter and the like, but it was the play before that he was able to overcome and make. That's kind of what makes him a special player.
It certainly is. And now Cooper Flag is with our very own Monica McNutt.
Thank you so much, Cooper. The moment has been realized. How are you feeling?
Feeling amazing. It's a dream come true, to be honest. I wouldn't want to share it with anybody else.
You mentioned sharing it with anybody else. We've got the flag here. How much have these people meant in getting you here?
I mean, I wouldn't be here without these people right here and all my people back home in Maine. 5 people up in the box up there. They're here for me, and I wouldn't be here without them. So it just means so much to see everybody here and supporting me.
Mom, Kelly, Dad, Ralph are here. But when you put the ball in you and your son's hand, what did you hope to instill to him that a night like this might come true?
I just hope that he loved the game as much as we always have, and you know, we're just thrilled that he did love it and he got to this moment. It's incredible.
All right, we've got the whole contingency here. We need to set the record straight, guys. Did Mom actually lose to Cooper in the last game?
No, it's not a loss. It was a timeout in the game. It's just been an extended timeout.
Okay, so that's the way it goes. I think it goes to you, Mom, for helping get into this moment. Congratulations, Cooper.
Thank you. Thanks.
Enjoy the night, you guys. Back up to you.
Monica, thank you so very much. Duke knows a thing or two, Jay, about drafting players #1 overall. The 31st lottery pick from Duke passes Kentucky for the most by any school here as well. It's okay to show some Duke pride.
What's that?
It's okay to show some Duke pride.
I agree with it.
John Shire, he says that the Cooper flag is really just a savant with the game. He just has a really amazing understanding for what's required to win and how to elevate everyone around him. And you can see the Dallas Mavericks draft headquarters celebrating here, as well as the watch party. Andre is such a special talent.
Yeah, he is. And you mentioned John Shire. Cooper flag.
Oh, there's the jersey already.
Incredible. Cooper flag didn't become more aggressive on the court until John Shire told them that his teammates needed him to be more aggressive. That's the coachability, the unselfishness. When he realized him being more aggressive helped everyone else, that's when he really turned it up.
And I just love, again, the 2,000-mile span between Dallas and Newport, Maine, and the joy that really is reaching these two cities. You can feel it here in Barclays Center. But this is something that is so very special for to be able to see this kind of reach, this kind of pride in a singular young man. Marcus Smith talking about how many people feel like they were a part of this day.
Absolutely. They look like one big happy family, but that just goes to show you what type of person and human being Cooper Flag is. Even in this moment, he just settled. Right? He's cool, he's calm, but he's grateful at the same time. I love everything about this young man.
Sharing this moment with his family that helped him get here, and the handshake once again with Commissioner Adam Silver. In the meantime, the San Antonio Spurs, they have been deliberating with the #2 pick, and their decision has been made. It's time to send it back to Commissioner Adam Silver. This is very enjoying. They did a really good job on that.
With the second pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Dylan Harper from Rutgers University.
Yeah, a lefty who's the best pick and roll guard in this draft, in my view. A 3-level scorer with tremendous body control, a terrific finisher at the rim through contact. He shot 67% at the rim, but he was also excellent as a pick and roll ball handler. Really good in transition. He's just a polished offensive player with really good footwork. But when he gets into any sort of screen roll situation, he attacks the secondary defender and even goes after the tertiary defender and gets all the way to the rim. He can finish with his right or his left hand. He gets fouled and he gets to the foul line. He plays with pace, he's patient, and he makes really good reads. He gets an advantage and then he keeps it and takes advantage of it. He's an excellent playmaker once he gets into the lane. He can pass it. Even though 75% of his buckets were unassisted, he found Ace Bailey a lot. But he's a good tackler. He's a shooter. In 17 games, he had 20 or more. His physicality a big part of that. And had 35 points in 2 straight games. He was the only player in the country to do that, the only player in the last 20 years in a major conference to do that. Dylan Harper is the real deal. And with his length and 6'10" wingspan, I think he can be even more impactful defender as he goes forward.
He's scored 564 points this season under his Rutgers freshman record, and now he's headed to San Antonio.
We're here with Dylan Harper, #2 pick, Mom Maria, brother Ron. You told me a few minutes ago you were just ready got a bunch of emotions. Now that you've been drafted, what are you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling everything, man. All the emotions mixed in one bucket. From crying to laughing to being happy, everything, man. Just feel everything, man. I'm excited to get ready. I'm excited.
Maria, he talks often about how important you have been, and the entire family, to his basketball journey. What has gotten him here?
His flat-out love for the game, his determination, his humility, and just his hard work, day in, day out.
You're headed to San Antonio, an organization that boasts the last 2 rookies of the year, Victor Wembanyama is in the 7th election. What makes you most excited to join that organization?
Man, I mean, I get it. I think when you play with a bunch of great players, it just brings the best out of you. So, I mean, they got a great group of young core over there. I'm just ready to get in there and just make an impact in what I can with them guys. Savor the moment, man. Just live the moment and enjoy it. You know, he worked so hard for this, and we all been there for him every step of the journey, and we're so proud of him. And now, you know, I gotta be a secondary Spurs fan now. Thank you.
Spurs family, once again, show your love for the newest member of our Spurs family.
Last year, and that didn't pan out. It didn't come to fruition. Perk, I know you and I go back and forth on Tyrese Maxey is nicknaming a franchise, but really this still starts and ends with Joel Embiid. What are you expecting from them this season?
Well, I'm expecting them to try to go through. The East is wide open. We're watching the Boston Celtics right now. They're blowing on. That man really is we don't know what's going to happen with the Milwaukee Bucks. This is an opportunity for Philadelphia to capitalize on the moment, and they got to get this right with this number 3 pick. They got to get it right. A guy that's ready to play right now that's going to come in and be somewhat of a key factor and come in and contribute. They got to be able to be ready to start the season and make it.
That's a good point to the injuries to the Eastern Conference here. It feels like there is a little bit of a wide open sense to the Eastern Conference with the injuries to the Milwaukee Bucks and the Indiana Pacers, for example, the Boston Celtics, Bobby. But there was a question as to whether or not Philadelphia was going to keep this pick, or they were going to look for somewhere to bring in a little bit more experience. Can you take us inside their thinking here?
Yeah, this is a high priority pick for Philadelphia. They almost got a mulligan, right? Because they were able to retain that pick. Could have went to Oklahoma City, certainly could have fell out of the top 6 here. Where Philadelphia goes, a roster that's top heavy in contracts, 80% in salary. The question now comes to, do you take best available or do you go best fit? And I think whether it be Ace Bailey or a player like DJ Edmonton, as Perk said, they got to nail this pick.
Jake, do you think that there is can you make that line for us, the best available here for Philadelphia versus maybe who you think is seamlessly fitting with Philadelphia?
Yeah, I mean, for Philadelphia, the number one thing is get healthy and stay healthy.
Correct.
And Joel Embiid has to get healthy. But for this pick,
all right, family, let's take a quick break from the draft for a raffle. Who's got their raffle tickets already? I know that some of our Spurs family is actually waiting for raffle tickets. The line is extensive, but for those of you who already have your raffle tickets in hand, we've got is this the beach swag? Ooh, I like it. We're giving away a Spurs beach swag bag. It's still summertime. You guys are still going to the beach. I've seen you out there. I try to get my tan on, get the farmer situation situated. You know how that goes. Yes, thank you very much. You see me out there, and I'm trying to, you know, I just been washing, conditioning, and that's all it is. That's all it is. Anyway, all right, guys, pull out your raffle tickets because the winner of this amazing Spurs beach swag bag is the person that is holding the raffle ticket that has the number 43240.
I was like, I got it on camera.
7 432-407. I heard you make the noise. Did you have the ticket?
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right, Ron. So we're talking about the NBA draft today. We know for sure that we've got Dylan Harper coming to San Antonio. How do you feel about it?
I feel great about it. We knew we were going to get Dylan Harper. It was just a matter of time. I mean, I feel like we made a great decision in choosing him because he fits the what we look for in the Spurs player. I think we did a great job drafting him.
And what do you think that he'll bring to the Spurs organization?
Oh, he gonna bring being a team player. That's what we strive, being a team player. He's gonna bring team player. His father played in the NBA, Ron Harper, and he's gonna do a great job because he come up from a nice upbringing and his father playing in the NBA.
Do you think that the Spurs are on their way to making a dream team with him, Wemby, and whoever else they decide to draft?
I think the Spurs are on their way to making a championship team. All they need to do is keep their core together, and they're going to do a great job of adding to that by bringing Harper here and whoever else they decide to bring in.
So we've got one more pick in the first round, pick number 14. What name are you hoping to hear?
14th pick, I can't guarantee what's going to happen on the 14th pick, but whatever it is, we're going to make a smart decision because management does a great job of deciding who we're going to bring into the organization.
And do you think that whatever this team does will help bring dollars and maybe even attract people to want to build a bigger stadium?
You know what? Things like that happen, and a lot of times when we bring in great players, that's going to automatically attract. And once we start attracting, that's going to get us back to where we need to be as far as Spurs fans, as far as the Spurs are concerned, with the staff, neighborhoods, and everybody else is going to support the Spurs, I believe, based on what we draft and what we can bring. But we have to bring a winner. Once we bring a winner, we should be okay.
And is there anything you want to say that I haven't already asked you, Mr. Black?
No, I just believe you guys are doing a great job. It's a great facility out here at The Rock, and I'm just out here as a fan right now, just supporting the rest of the fans that are here and having a good time.
All right, thank you.
No, thank you.
And he just
I'll be talking to you soon.
Yeah, he worked behind the Spurs bench. I got him in the car, what, 10 years? Yeah, he worked behind the Spurs bench.
I'll make it someday, and when I do, I know who I'm supposed to.
Well, you be on the floor media. You don't do sports, though, right?
Not often unless it's stuff like this.
Oh, that's right, because y'all have a sports person.
Yeah, but
This is what draft night's all about.
Yeah.
Come in there, come in there.
Well, we're going to move around. They might
He has put in, and now
So, I mean, it's been a wild ride. I would say definitely. I owe it all to my daughter, Jenica. She's the one who made this. I'm just the one in between. You know, she's the star. She's the one that made this all.
Her name is Jenica?
Jenica Alvarado, yes, that's my daughter.
Well, are you ready to officially start?
Yeah, sure. You know what you're asking me, or what we doing? All right, let's freestyle. Fuck it. Sorry, I won't cuss.
No, you're fine, you're fine. Okay, tell me your name first.
My name is Alex Garces Jr., born and raised San Antonio. ALEX GARCES. Junior if you're nasty. Go ahead.
You got the castle on.
I got the castle
You
on.
saw the Spurs get the number 2 pick. How do you feel?
I ain't gonna lie, I love Dylan Harper. I know it's gonna probably have a little bit of playing time with Castle, but you know what? I'm all about I'm all about them figuring it out. They'll figure it out. They're the Spurs. There's a reason why they picked him. They could have traded him. They could have traded the pick. They know how good he is. So I'm gonna roll with whatever the Spurs decide, because I mean I'm a Spurs fan, not a Harper fan.
2 picks in the first round. We still got 1 more to go. What are you hoping to hear when they announce it?
I'm hoping we trade the pick, to be honest, because we have a lot of needs that we need to address. And with the 14th pick, are they ready? It's going to take a few more years to get them ready. I'd rather them trade for like a team that needs to rebuild, and we just get like a center or a 3-and-D, wing. That's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see. As long as we got Harper, I think we'll be all right.
A lot of fans are showing a lot of love to Wemby out here, and they're excited to see whoever's going to be squared up with him on the court. Are you excited that we might have a dream team on our hands?
Oh, I'm more than excited. I'm ready. I got my season tickets. I got everything ready, man. Well, I'm ready for this moment. We had a few years that were, kind of forgetful, but it's only up from here. No matter what we do, whether we draft somebody or we trade the pick, it's only going to be to our benefit. And as long as we have Wemby, I mean, the rest, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
So a lot of people have been talking about the expansion of downtown, possibly putting a new arena. Do you think that success from the Spurs might help smooth that process along?
Well, absolutely. I mean, it'll definitely help, but I mean, I think we need it regardless. I mean, I've been a season fan, ticket holder for a while, and it's not the greatest spot where we're at. You have to get there a little bit earlier just to experience. If you watch the games, a lot of the seats are empty in the beginning. It's because the way that they have it structured, it's hard to get in there. I mean, it's not structured very well. So downtown it may be a little bit harder, but I feel like people are gonna get there a little bit earlier. They're gonna eat, be able to walk, enjoy the whole experience, and get a lot of more, enjoy the whole Spurs atmosphere, the whole San Antonio atmosphere, and just enjoy the whole experience instead of just going to a game that's isolated out on the east side. That's what I think. But I'm excited either way. As long as we have Wemby, I mean, I don't think that we can lose.
So you seem like a diehard Spurs fan. Are you going to stand by them, win or lose?
Win or lose, I'm there. I'm there. You'll see me there. I don't care. We win 20 games. You will see this face here. Maybe you won't see this because they told me I couldn't wear it no more, but you'll see this ugly face. And I will be there every single game supporting my Spurs all day long. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, shout out. I love you.
Thank We tell her that all the time. It's fun. You guys seem like nice people. Thank you.
Plays hard all the time. I love the way he gets so many loose balls.
shy away from that, and it prepared us for the next level, and hopefully that'll carry over.
Guys, in our feature, the backyard games were a part of the focus. I know this guy's going to the Charlotte Hornets, but truly, who had the best game in the backyard?
Okay.
If it was on lower hoops, me, I would dominate in the paint, you know.
All right, well, we appreciate that. You guys been here. Congratulations and starting your NBA career.
Thank you very much. It's awesome.
All right, I just want to make one quick announcement. Sasha Martinez, we'd like to ask you to please head on over to the kiosk by the water pad. Sasha Martinez, head on over to the kiosk by the water pad. In the meantime, I want to see a little motion in the crowd. Hype Squad, you think you can help me out a little bit with that? Yeah? DJ Quake, you think you can help me out with that? Let's take it old school with it. What you got? We can work with that. DJ Quake, Sugalo. All right. Oh, okay, Hype Squad. Let's do that then. Let's do that then. Turn it up, Quake. Why not? Let's do it. I got the Hype Squad out there. You know what? It's time to start a conga line, old school style. We got the Hype Squad out there. They're gonna take people and put them inside that conga line, and they're gonna weave it in and out of that crowd. Hype Squad, make that conga line nice and long. Take it through the crowd. Let's go, let's go! It's been a minute since I've seen one of these. Right there, come join. Yes, yes. This is gonna be fun. The biggest conga line San Antonio's ever seen. Right by the Italian Ices right now. Making a left-hand turn, I like it. That's right, Hype Squad. Anybody you see sitting down, you pick them up, you put them inside that conga line. That's right, pick them up, let's go! I'm trying to see the biggest conga line I've seen since my bar mitzvah. Come on, San Antonio. Woo! That's right. I like it. I see you, Hype Squad. Yes, them two. Pick them up, let's go. Weave it that way, Hype Squad. Everybody you see sitting down, pick them up, you put them inside that conga line. The rest of you guys too, I want to see them weaving in and out of this crowd and then bring them back to the front of the stage. Quake's got something for you. Start bringing it back to the dance floor. Start bringing it back to the front of the stage, Hype Squad. Let's go. downtown Frost Boulevard right now. Bringing it back to the stage. I think they had to pick up some ices on the way back. Maybe some free scoops of ice cream. All of that is happening right over there at Guess Why. Also got some Italian ices over there. Ice, baby. Woo. Give it a